Week 15 was full of chaos.
Still had a fighting chance. Are we out of the playoffs? We are? Okay.
And to think, we've got 3 weeks left of action-packed NFL regular season games. Well, let's dive into where all 32 teams stack up after 15 weeks. Number 32, Las Vegas Raiders. Last time's ranking, 32. Now is a good time to wonder if this is the worst team in Raiders history. They've just become the first team since the 2000 Cleveland Browns to be shut out in consecutive games. The Raiders are truly an embarrassment in every aspect, and they just need a complete overhaul. Number 31, Tennessee Titans. Last time's ranking, 31. In a way, this was kind of a win-win for the Titans. Losing is beneficial for securing a higher draft pick. Yeah, but they were surprisingly competitive against a heavily favored San Francisco 49ers team. These last 2 weeks, we've actually seen Tennessee show some life. Number 30, New York Giants. Last time's ranking, 30. The 2025 Giants stink so bad that they made the Marcus Mariota-led Commanders offense look like the 2024 Jaden Daniels-led Commanders offense. These Giants are clearly 5 more real quality starters away from being relevant again. Number 29, Cleveland Browns. Last time's ranking, 29. Facing a resilient Chicago Bears defense, poor Shedeur Sanders stood no chance in Sunday's 31-3 blowout loss to Chicago. With the season winding down, all that's worth watching is Myles Garrett's chase for the single-season sacks record. Number 28, Arizona Cardinals. Last time's ranking, 27. The banged-up and punchless Cardinals stood no chance against Houston's lights-out defense in a 40-20 blowout loss. Nothing about it is surprising. This might be the most directionless franchise in the NFL. Number 27, New York Jets. Last time's ranking, 26. The Jets are certainly in the giving mood this holiday season. They did their part in making Trevor Lawrence look like a superstar in a humiliating 48-20 road loss on Sunday. Oh well. Each loss gets them closer to securing a top 5 pick. Number 26, Washington Commanders. Last time's ranking, 28. Well, I mean, someone had to win in the class of 2 NFC East rivals ravaged by injuries. Hey, snapping an 8-game losing skid has to feel kinda good when you've had nothing significant to celebrate this year. Number 25, New Orleans Saints. Last time's ranking, 25. 1 week after stunning the NFC South leading Bucs in their own barn, Kellen Moore's squad came home to shock the NFC South leading Panthers. What's also funny is that rookie QB Tyler Shuck is actually showing some flashes and looks like someone worthy of an extended look in 2026. Number 24, Cincinnati Bengals. Last time's ranking, 23. The Bengals hit rock bottom with a pathetic 24-0 shutout loss at home to the bitter rival Ravens. He's not going to, but I mean, would anyone blame Joe Burrow if he asked for a trade after the season? Number 23, Atlanta Falcons. Last time's ranking, 24. In a year where absolutely nothing has gone right, Thursday night's thrilling comeback win over Tampa Bay had to feel good. Kirk Cousins put on quite the audition for teams who may have interest in acquiring him next year. 373 yards and 3 touchdowns. Number 22, Minnesota Vikings. Last time's ranking, 22. J.J. McCarthy looked a lot more like the QB the Vikings envisioned in Sunday night's win over the Cowboys. It wasn't perfect, but hey, it was something to build off amid a lost year in the Gopher State. All Minnesota can ask for the rest of the way is strong performances from McCarthy. Number 21, Kansas City Chiefs. Last time's ranking, 21. Well, stick a fork on them, because they're done. As if being eliminated from playoff contention wasn't bad enough already, Patrick Mahomes suffered a season-ending ACL tear. Yeah, this season's over. But will Mahomes even be ready for the start of 2026? Number 20, Dallas Cowboys. Last time's ranking, 18. Well, that was the unofficial dagger for the Cowboys. Losing 34-26 at home is a tough pill to swallow. Dallas is done for and headed for his second straight non-playoff season. And you know, the defense can be blamed for all of this. Number 19, Miami Dolphins. Last time's ranking, 19. I guess we should have known that Miami would make the Steelers look like bona fide Super Bowl contenders. Forgot how horrible Tua Tagovailoa is in cold games. The Dolphins' second half surge was admirable and all, but the playoff hopes were always going to be a pipe dream. Number 18, Indianapolis Colts. Last time's ranking, 13. Phillip Rivers' return after a 5-year retirement was adventurous, but asking him to lead Indy to victory over Seattle was a tall task. With Indy's AFC playoff challengers also winning, it added up to an awful week for Shane Steichen's group. Number 17, Carolina Panthers. Last time's ranking, 15. 3 days after the Bucs were stunned by the Falcons on Thursday Night Football, the Panthers inexcusably lost to the Saints. So, So, now the Panthers and Bucks enter Week 16 with identical 7-7 records. They face each other on Sunday and in Week 18. Both teams are just trying to give this division away. Number 16, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Last time's ranking, 16. A lot of calls for Todd Bowles to get fired followed the Bucks' shocking meltdown and loss to the Falcons on Thursday. And yeah, understandably so. I mean, who'd have thought at the start of the year that their Week 16 clash in Carolina would carry such meaningful implications? Number 15, Baltimore Ravens. Last time's ranking, 20. The Ravens kept their playoff hopes very much alive with a dominant shutout win over Joe Burrow and the Bengals. That is no small feat. Shutting out Joe Cool in his own barn? Amazing work by John Harbaugh's defense. But the job is far from over. Number 14, Detroit Lions. Last time's ranking, 12. Terrible and inexcusable loss to the Rams. There is no other way to sugarcoat it. Yes, the Rams are a great team, but you can't lose by a touchdown when you put up 34 points against these guys. Your defense has to step up and actually do something. Number 13, Pittsburgh Steelers. Last time's ranking, 17. We know the Dolphins aren't a juggernaut, but a vintage performance from Aaron Rodgers has to be a welcoming sight. The Steelers cruised 28-15 to improve to 8-6 and maintain their lead on the AFC North Division crown. Up next, Rodgers will face a familiar foe and the Lions at Ford Field. Number 12, Philadelphia Eagles. Last time's ranking, 14. Beating the 2025 Raiders is hardly an accomplishment, but boy did the Eagles need that offensive explosion. A 31-0 shutout win to snap a 2-game losing skid. With the way the offense has struggled, the onslaught had to serve as a mega confidence builder. Number 11, Houston Texans. Last time's ranking, 11. What a nice week in Houston. Aside from blowing out Arizona to extend their win streak to 6, the Colts and Chiefs also lost. So in other words, D'Amico Ryan's squad is this close to securing a playoff berth after an 0-3 start. Number 10, Green Bay Packers. Last time's ranking, 5. An all-around horrible Sunday for the Packers. Losing a game to a powerhouse Denver team is one thing, but now Micah Parsons is done for the season? Eesh. Super Bowl dreams have definitely taken a massive hit. Number 9, Los Angeles Chargers. Last time's ranking, 10. The Chargers gutted out a 16-13 victory over the Chiefs to clinch the season series sweep and a second consecutive double-digit win season. The Bolts did the entire AFC a favor by knocking Kansas City out of playoff contention too. It's incredible what Jim Harbaugh's squad has done with so many injuries, especially on the offensive line. Number 8, Chicago Bears. Last time's ranking, 9. What a nice early Christmas gift for the Bears. A blowout win over Cleveland, followed by Packers and Rams losses in the late afternoon slate? When was the last time Bears fans were this happy in December? The NFC North is now in the Bears' grasp. Number 7, Jacksonville Jaguars. Last time's ranking, 7. The Jags just keep on rolling. 5 touchdown passes and a rushing TD from Trevor Lawrence paced Jacksonville to a 48-20 blowout win over the Jets. With the Colts also losing, the Jags are a step closer to clinching a playoff berth. Number 6, Buffalo Bills. Last time's ranking, 8. A 21-point deficit on the road was nothing for Allen and the Bills to worry about. He put on the Superman cape and willed Buffalo to a shocking 35-31 comeback win, keeping Buffalo's slim hopes for the AFC East alive. Number 5, San Francisco 49ers. Last time's ranking, 6. Huge days for Brock Purdy, Ricky Pearsall, George Kittle, and Jawan Jennings, who led the way in the 49ers' 37-24 home win over Tennessee. And boy, did they need that with Seattle and the Rams also winning. Number 4, Seattle Seahawks. Last time's ranking, 4. On one hand, it's kind of wild that the Seahawks needed 6 Myers field goals in order to get past the Phillip Rivers-led Colts at home. On the other hand, it's always a good sign when you can beat a quality opponent despite bringing your, C- game. Number 3, New England Patriots. Last time's ranking, 1. You don't want to forget about all the success the Pats have enjoyed under Mike Vrabel, but man, that was a humiliating collapse. A 21-0 lead evaporated because New England had no answer for Josh Allen or James Cook. Number 2, Los Angeles Rams. Last time's ranking, 3. No, it wasn't pretty, but the Rams did just enough to beat the Lions in a Hollywood-style barn burner at SoFi Stadium. The 11-3 Rams maintain the inside track for the NFC West and the conference's top seed. Number 1, Denver Broncos. Last time's ranking, 2. The Broncos cannot be stopped. Another statement win over the powerhouse Packers after a sluggish first half. Oh yeah, and the Patriots losing means that they're basically 2 games up for the AFC's top seed with 3 games to go. But hey, what changes would you make to our Week 16 power rankings? Let us know in the comment section below. If you like this video and learned a thing or two, then hey, clicking the like button helps us out a ton. And you know, we really appreciate it. If this is your first time coming around to TPS though, then subscribing is a great idea because we put out videos like this every single day. But as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.